Gabby from Maze Designs Dice here, ambassador for craft resin. Come make some Dragon Hoard dice with me. Firstly, you need a mold. I made my own, but you can look up online how to make your own too. My favorite part about craft resin is that it's a simple 1-to-1 ratio of parts A and B for measurement, and then a simple 4 minutes of stirring to ensure proper blending of the two. Make sure not to stir too fast and introduce too many air bubbles. Once mixed thoroughly, you pour high and slow to make sure it reduces the chance of getting bubbles inside or voids at the top. And once you have poured all your blanks, carefully put the lid on and put it in the pressure pot for 24 hours. The next day, your blanks are ready for removal. Please remember to do so carefully so that you don't rip your silicone mold. Molds should last 15 to 20 pulls if you are careful with them. They came out so good, nice and crisp, you can see here. Now it's just a matter of getting them decorated to look like little hoard caverns. I will first take these and use UV resin to create the texture of the dragon scaling, and then I'll use mica flakes and glitter and other things to create that look there. Once you have them decorated, you pour just a bit of resin into each area. You don't want to fill them up because obviously these are going to take up some space. My favorite way to avoid bubbles and things like that showing up in the cavern areas is to take a bit of resin and pour it in there before you shove it down into the mold. It goes a long way to remove the chance of trapped air bubbles in there. Once again, like with the last step, once all of your dice are in, carefully put your lid on so that you don't introduce more air, and then pop them into the pressure pot once again for 24 hours, and then you'll get to see your rewards. Here it is, a day later, and they now have their number molds. Now it's time to demold it, which you gotta remove the flashing first, which I'll skim through for you because that takes a while. But look at how pretty these are. Craft resin for the win again, guys. Join me in using the best resin ever by using the code MAZEDICE20 at checkout. And see you next time.